is all about BOCALS. This was a special request by you guys, the viewers, largely because BOCALS can alter not only the intonation, the tone colors, the response, as well as the projection. So choosing the BOCAL that is right for your bassoon is one of the most important elements to creating a successful setup. There are three different bends to BOCALS. The first of these is the standard bend BOCAL, the one that probably came with your first bassoon. It has a large hump, the big portion of the S, followed by a smaller lift up at the edge of the BOCAL. The second type of BOCAL is going to be the English or British bend straight BOCAL. Now this BOCAL doesn't have as large of a hump in it as the standard BOCALs, but in this case it does do a great job of helping the bassoonist relax both the shoulders, neck, and arms while performing. I also find that these BOCALs are especially helpful for the students that I work with that are weightlifters, that are women, or that also are maybe a little bit heavier set, because they create a greater distance between the bassoon and the body of the bassoonist. So this gives a little bit more freedom of movement. The third type of BOCAL bend is going to be the Wolf Grundmann style BOCAL. Now this too also is meant to lower the shoulders and the arms, and it also claims that there's less chance of getting spit stuck in the BOCAL. Now, I do not own a Wolf Grundmann BOCAL, so I would love to hear from you guys if you will leave me a comment. Is it true that you don't get as much spit stuck in the BOCAL? I'd like to hear from you. I have tried these BOCALs and found them to have great response and tone colors as well. Let's talk about the different materials that a BOCAL can be made out of. Of course, there's the standard silver as well as nickel that the BOCAL can be made out of. Gold is also a quite popular option, as well as brass and rose brass. There is also the rosewood BOCAL. Now, in order to help introduce the rosewood BOCALs, I have my very dear friend and repair technician, Chad Taylor. Now, Chad is based in Illinois, so if you are looking for bassoon repair, I would suggest meeting up with him and working out the details of the work that you would like to have done. I will leave his contact information in the information box down below so that you can reach him. But let's dig into the rosewood BOCALs.
So Eryn just asked me why the Parashos BOCALs, as much as people are curious and have some kind of draw to them, why they don't have the volume and the carrying power that a standard metal BOCAL will have. Well, it boils down to the material. Wood is a less dense material. It's also porous, so it's going to act as an energy vacuum in certain ways versus a energy resonator. So the wood is going to actually absorb and dampen, which is where you're going to get your depth and darkness from, whereas metal, depending on the hardness and the density of it, is going to transfer more energy and give you more sound.
Now that you know about the bends of the BOCALs as well as the different materials that can be used to make the BOCALs, let's talk about choosing the best BOCAL for you. Now, the BOCALs are going to have on them a series of letters and numbers. The numbers are going to be important to help you figure out intonation on your instrument. The numbers are going to range from 00 all the way up to the number 4. The larger the number, the longer the BOCAL. The shorter the number, the shorter the BOCAL. This is especially handy for altering your overall pitch. If overall you are trying to raise the pitch, use a smaller numbered BOCAL. I find this especially helpful for when I like to travel. When I go to Europe, they play at 441 or 442, whereas in the United States, we play at 440. In order to not have to alter my reeds or my bassoon, I simply put on a shorter BOCAL that has a smaller number, and I'm good to go. Keep in mind that the numbers on the BOCALs are not universal. You might play a 2 by one manufacturer and need a 3 by a different manufacturer. It's okay. The lengths and the numbers differ by company. So just keep that in mind as you try BOCALs, to try various numbers to find the best match for your bassoon. Similarly, the letters differ by each company as well. Now, in order to help you figure out more about the details of your bocal, because I can't go through each company in detail, I do have a blog post that is linked to this, and I will put it as the first information in the information box linked down below so that you can look up more details on your bocal. But the letters, let's talk about what they overall will tell you. They're going to tell you about the bore of the bocal. They're also going to tell you about if it's thick-walled or thin-walled. If it is a thick-walled bocal, it is going to offer greater stability. If it is a thin-walled bocal, it is going to offer greater response. It is also going to tell you about the materials that were used in production and manufacturing of your bocal. If you are in the market to buy a new bassoon bocal, do keep in mind that every bocal is unique. Just because it has the same lettering, the same numbering on it, and is made by the same company does not mean it is exactly the same. Each bocal is slightly unique. It's about finding the match that fits your instrument, your reed, and then the bocal combination. So try several, even of the exact same make, just to find the one that suits you best. Okay guys, this wraps up my bocal information video. There is also a supplementary blog that I will link to in case you're interested. If you want to make sure you don't miss any future videos, be sure to click that subscribe button. And if you want to keep up on all my bassoon adventures, there is always Twitter, Instagram, and also Snapchat. And I will see you guys next time. Bye! Recently returned from the International Double Reed Society Conference that took place this year in Columbus, Georgia. And I have to